how can we deal with difficult people in our daily lives, or bullies, perhaps?
I'm really glad you brought this up because, hiding from bullies, being afraid of them, being afraid to provoke them. Lots of people live with that. And there's no shortage of young people who die by suicide because they're being bullied. And please, if you're a parent listening in, the parent of one of the people who we did a document, Tell My Story is the title of a suicide note that my other partner, Jason Reed, got, that his 14-year-old son wrote, and he turned it into a documentary. And when we give talks, we call it Own the Mental Health of Your Teenager. Because when they go online and they're looking for attention and they put something out there, they have no idea the haters that can drive them to it. So I'd like to, first of all, put aside physical bullying. If it's physical bullying, if skin touches skin, you got to report it somewhere. So this is not about physical bullying, unless you want to go learn karate. I've become friends of the Cove family, on Cobra Kai.
Oh, wow.
I was on their podcast. And because one of the issues that show deals with is bullying. Someone's always getting bullied on Cobra Kai. So yes, learn how to defend yourself or find someone to protect you physically. But if you're dealing with someone who's verbally bullying you, there's a good chance they're bullying you because something inside them is bullying them. There's a book that I recommend highly to everyone because it's such a game-changing book. It's by Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Bruce Perry. And the title of the book is called What Happened to You? And their belief is that we're basically born innocent. That we're really not born evil. Now, there may be some scientists and say, well, there may be some, sociopaths. Hitler might have been born evil, but basically what they believe is that stuff happened to us. We were bullied, we were abused, we were molested, and we don't know what to do with it. And it builds up and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And either we're going to kill ourselves when it feels like it's going to explode, or we go take it out on someone else. So here's a tip if you're dealing bullies. One of the things that bullies do is they often push us to react. They'll say something, they'll do something, they'll say, oh, look at so-and-so. And when they push us to react, we're often really on the defensive. We're scared, we're cornered, and our mind shuts down. There's actually something called an amygdala hijack, meaning we get too emotional, and we go into fight, flight, freeze kind of thing. So here's a crazy idea. And again, run it by your friends, whether they think it's too crazy. If there's someone who has bullied you verbally, again, if it's physical, we don't, you got to take another action. And this will sound crazy, but if you have a way to reach that person, text message or email or something, and let's call that person Nick. Let's say Nick was the bully. You send them a text message or an email or something. You say, hey, Nick, it's Mark. I need your help with something. Can we talk tomorrow? What? And you might think, why would you do that? Because you're being proactive. See, instead of being reactive, you're taking the initiative. And they're likely going to say, what? Or what the F? Or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And no matter what they say, yeah, Nick, I need your help with something. when can we talk tomorrow? Now, they may avoid you because down deep, they don't know what's going on. And at some level, they think, or you're going to retaliate or whatever. And they may avoid you. And if they avoid you, well, you've won over the bully. But if they give you a time, you say, great, I'll meet you there. Now, when you meet Nick, he's not going to start bullying you because he's just curious. What the heck was that about? You say, and then you say to Nick, remember when you said such and such in front of me and everybody, and you got everyone to laugh? And he's going to go, yeah. Say, really freaked me out because it reminded me of something in the third grade that was really, really awful. And what I need your help about is, I think just like something in the third grade freaked me out, and you freaked me out, Nick, what happened to you? What happened to you that this is what you said to me that you say to a lot of people? And he's going to go, what? Yeah, Nick, you weren't born this way. What happened to you that, this is what you do to me and you do to other people? I'm just curious. And I need your help because I think down deep, Nick, you're just like all of us. We're just trying to make it through life. I told you it was crazy, but can you understand this psychologically why it might work? Because you're being proactive. You're not being, he's not provoking you. You're taking charge of it. You're making him feel important by saying, I need your help with something. You're connecting to him. The reason I got so freaked out when you said that to me is it reminded me, of so-and-so in the third grade. Boy, I didn't go back to school for a week. And then you twist it to what happened to you because something happened to Nick that caused that. Now, there's all kinds of strategies. One of my books is called Talking to Crazy, How to Deal with the Irrational and Impossible People in Your Life. So that book is filled with all kinds of things that you can do with people who drive you crazy. And this can be bullies. This can be the people who make excuses. This can be anybody who drives you crazy. But I just wanted to give you one little tip that I'm sure, I am guessing none of you ever would have thought of.
And we'll link to your book below. But I think that's such a great example because if I'm Nick the bully and I'm in this position, the first thing it does is I think in the back of my mind, I'm feeling a little bit awkward. I'm feeling like, whoa, this guy's got me off balance. Maybe he's not the submissive person that he is. I'm thinking to myself, well, if I do make those comments again, then I'm going to have this conversation again. There's going to have to be an effort that's involved. And also within that message, the what happened to you message, that kind of, it enables a bit of self-reflection on Nick's part. I think that's such a fantastic example. I really love that one.
Yeah, and what you're bringing up, Joe, is if I'm Nick, I probably wouldn't bully this person again because it's just so complicated and the person might call me back the day afterwards. And by the way, if you're Nick and you do bully the other person again, what I would do after having the conversation with Nick is I'd let Nick say the comment and then I'd whisper to Nick, come on. I'd say, Nick, let's go have a talk. And he'd go, what? Come on. And then I'd say, Nick, what happened to you that you did this again? What's going on? And he's going to avoid you.